Hi everyone. My long-awaited video. It's something that I never do this, but this needs to be brought to everybody's attention, and it is also a rant. You're viewing this through a certain group that I want to discuss and make very clear what this group is about. It's piffing for people who are in need. Now, there's a few of us who are constantly doing it, I myself included. And for the other people who have pitched in and piffed, thank you. Why keep something sitting around collecting dust that you may never use, or say you bought it, you tried it, you didn't care for it, you bought some juice, didn't like it, why let it sit and rot? Well, there's people in our group who could really use it. And for those who have put items up, thank you. It means a lot. Our group, and I don't mean just the admin, I mean our group as in everybody in this group, was designed in the attempt to help as many people as we could. People down on their luck that couldn't make it till payday because they ran out of juice, and for whatever reason they couldn't buy one to tie them over. They had a device that broke, and oh crap, what am I going to do? It was designed to help people like that, or people who were still smoking that couldn't afford to go and buy a kit. Well, in the past week, and actually it was prior to the past week, but I thought we had weeded out the ugliest monster there is in the vaping community, and that's greed. In fact, that's the ugliest monster in life, is greed. But apparently not. I'm partially to blame for our group appearing to be a contest group, because I went to doing random.org for the piffs that I was putting up. We're not a contest group. Let me stress that again. We are not a contest group. I want the stuff that I put up in a piff to go to people that can't afford it. That was, and the other reason I went to random.org was I run a lot of co-ops, and it is on average that between 50 to 100 messages land in my inbox on Facebook. I kid you not. And there's times that it is so overwhelming, I just click delete, 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 delete. To me, it was easier to just add your name if you wanted to try to get this, than it was to have to worry about, crap, did I delete somebody and I overlooked them? The other reason is to, you asked a question, why do you need this? Well, there are people out there that just, it kills them to try to tell their situation. That's your business, okay? If you're messaging somebody to try to get something and you're lying about it, you're the one who has to live with that. So, to keep people's dignity, that was the random.org, for me, worked the best. And I apologize to everybody that you thought these were contests. No, they're not contests. I am not a vendor, guys. I am an average vapor just like the rest of you. In the past week, I put 2 piffs up, and I could not believe the greed that really surfaced in our group. Some of the comments on a certain 4 bottles of juice, these 4 bottles of juice, okay, these, I couldn't believe some of the comments that were made. Some of them were, I'll even pay for postage, ha ha ha. You know who you are that said that. Well, if you can pay for postage, you can go buy these. The other thing was, another example of a comment that was made was, that's my favorite brand. I love, I'll give an example of Starship One. Oh, it's your favorite brand? Then go spend $80 or $88. These are $22 a bottle. Go blow your own damn money for them. These are not going to go to you. I have written down names of people that if I choose to post these back up in our group, and I see you post that you're trying to get them, your ass is escorted out the door. You know who you are. These are for people who cannot afford to buy them. They came out of my pocket, and I'm not going to support somebody who can support their own vaping habit. Will I post these back up? I don't know. I DIY. I like glass bottles. These have droppers in them. I could dump them down the drain, peel the label off, clean the bottle out, and use them. Because there's only about $2 worth of product in these. And the bottle might be $1. Yeah, no kidding, guys. Premium is a hyped up word. Okay? I'm not going to say that these are nasty tasting. They're not. They are actually good, but I can't vape high VG juice. That's why I decided to put them up. And then actually, before I put them in this group, I had put them on ECF to sell them. And then, about an hour later, I took them down and decided, why? You know, I already spent the money on them. Let somebody have a shot at them. Somebody who can't afford a $22 bottle of juice. And I even got offers after I took it down. I could have sold them and recouped some of my money. No, I didn't. Okay, well, I post them back up. Well, like I said, I could dump them down the drain, and hell with it. I could post them back up for sale on ECF. I could very easily put them in my sprayer, mix them with some water, and spray my garden and kill off the grasshoppers. I could put them in a box and let them rot. Will I do that? No, that's not me. Somebody in our group will get these, all 4 of them. And the only thing I ask is if one, 2, or 3 of the flavors, or if you don't like any of them, post them back up. Let another person have a chance to try them. Okay? You know, taste is subjective. Good God, that's common ground for vaping, and the hardest and most expensive thing is trying to find a juice that you can stand. Bottom line is, the greed's got to stop, or the PIF group's going to be closed permanently. I have enough stuff between my own items, as well as a nice box of stuff that Catherine had sent me to PIF out to all of you, because due to health issues, she can't do this herself. She can't get out to the post office to mail it. And she liked what she saw in our group and chose us to receive it. And Catherine, thank you. I hope really comes in handy if the other admin, well, so far I want to keep this open. And it did take some talking on my part, folks. At first I was all for closing it. And then I thought, why am I going to let some greedy assholes destroy a good group and ruin it for everybody else? I don't want to see that happen. So those greedy assholes will eventually be escorted out the door. I'm really tired of it. The other admin are tired of seeing it. I'm also thinking up some new rules as far as how often you can take a PIF. I may not. I don't know. I'm going to discuss it with the other bosses. You know, it's really saddening that this group got turned upside down. And yes, like I said, I'm partially to blame. I made it appear that it was a contest group. No, we're a pay it forward group. If you want to enter contests, message me. I can give you 3 Facebook links to 3 real big contest threads. Enter all you want. Don't do it in our group. If you see something somebody's giving away, I want you to ask yourself, can I afford to buy that? Because if you can afford to buy it, step back. Let somebody who cannot afford to buy it have a shot at it. And people, you know, I know people in this group were brought in right from the get-go because they were down on their luck, or they were piffing. That's the reason I was brought in here, was to help out. And I love it. I love doing this. I hate the greed. If your luck has changed and you went from rock bottom to getting a job, getting a pay increase, and you treated yourself to a better device, and your old device is sitting in a drawer collecting dust, guys, put it up. I don't care if it's just an ego battery and the charger crapped out. Hey, there is enough people in this group. We can come up with a charger. So my biggest rant is stop the damn greed. Because if I see its ugly head pop back up in this group, I'm taking everything that Catherine sent me, and I'm taking everything that I had to give in this group. I'm boxing it up, and I'm shipping it to my nephew in Afghanistan to disperse out. And I already do that, but I wanted to keep some stuff here to help you guys. I also want to see participation from other people as well. I know not everybody can, because you don't have anything, or the only device you have you use. That I understand that. But sometime down in the future, when your luck gets better, pay it forward. Help out somebody else. We have a couple of, I know of at least one vendor vaping in paradise in the group. And Jeff, thank you for what you did the one week that I gave a juice giveaway. It was a $10 gift certificate he gave to the 5th person that was drawn. And it was actually a shock to me. And I am grateful that somebody else helped out and put a smile on somebody's face. Guys, I don't want to see this group get turned upside down. I don't want it to be misinterpreted as a contest group. I probably will still do the random.org, only because I don't want people to lose their dignity, and I don't want to overlook somebody because I have 100 messages in my inbox. I'm going to say I have enough stuff, or I will come up with enough stuff to run for quite a while. I'm going to say good ways into the summer. I also have stuff for emergency needs. If you can't wait for something to come down and your only ego just flew apart, contact me, but do it honestly. Don't contact me and say, you have an ego battery, mine crapped out, when you have 10 other ones, okay? I'm not made of money. I am the only income in my house. My husband's disabled and has not gotten disability yet, and we don't even know if he will. And anybody's tried to get that, you know the crap you got to go through. So I am my only source of income here. I live paycheck to paycheck. I have a tiny vape budget. Since I DIY and I have vaped for so many years and have tried to collect, you know, different items here and there, my vape budget Usually goes to flavoring, if anything. And a lot of times, I don't even have to buy that. So when I go to run a co-op, I take my vape budget and I buy what I want, plus some extras. Well, my extras have accumulated. It's going to be up to the members of this group, whether or not those extras wind up in our group to help somebody who needs it. Not help somebody who wants it or somebody who wants to try it. It is a group to help somebody who can't afford it. Yeah, $90, ouch. What do I do with it, guys? It's up to you. Any more greed, I'm walking away and I'm permanently banning myself from this group. It'll all get boxed up and shipped out. And I'm sure Catherine will agree with me on it. I know there are people overseas that really could use stuff. I know there's people here too that needs it. So let's try to keep things honest. You know, honesty is the best policy. God, I hate that saying, but it is so true. Be honest with us. Don't lie to us. If you can afford to buy this stuff, or whatever is posted up by anybody in the group, well, step back. Because there are people that $22 plus shipping, they would never have this. Okay? Stop the damn greed. And if ever I find out anybody in this group received a PIF, whether it be from me, one of the other admin, or another member, and you didn't need it, Hairball's got long arms. And I will call out big names to shred you alive publicly. And that's not something I do. But when it comes to taking basically food out of the mouth of a hungry man, I'm going to kick you with steel-toed shoes right in the chops over it. Nothing pisses me off worse than to be lied to. And I don't want to see this group go down the toilet because of a select few people. End of rant.